Hey everybody, Stephen Johnson with the Freedom Outpost. Just wanted to welcome you to the final few days now as we're counting down into a new year. You're going, wait a minute, it's a long way till January 1, but because per Romans 11 we've been grafted into a deep root that connects back to what we call the Old Testament, all the scriptures and promises and timing that God has established there, we're about to step into Yom Teruah. That's the Feast of Trumpets. You'll find that listed in Numbers and other places when the trumpet sounds, and that's considered the head of a new year. And this is going to be the year 5778. And because of that, we look at the significance, particularly of that number 8. We've started to do that already. We're going to do it more. Right now, I want you to be aware of what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, that there's a 7 before the 8. The 7 is a Shabbat number. That's a day of rest. Before you walk into a new beginning, there's got to be some rest. So use these next few days to take stock of where you are, what's going on, be before the Lord, reconcile anything you've got to do, find a place of resting so that you can then enter into the new. Then next Thursday night at Gail Eldridge's house, she's going to host a celebration for the new year. That will be on the Feast of Trumpets that day. We will be out in Texas with the folks that we're aligned with, trying to get plugged in onto what some of the major prophets are hearing around the nation and around the world. But we wanted you to be able to gather together. Gene Jack's going to lead worship. You'll pray. You'll have some time together. It's a way of celebrating and honoring the fact that there has been a new beginning. I've been digging into the scriptures. There's a lot of interesting connects for this year, but I want you to get the biggest one, which is about life. It's linked to the Hebrew letter and word for life. L'chaim, like you've heard that? L'chaim, to life, to life. So I want you to be encouraged by that. I think all of us need more life in this time. And I think we're going to see more and more of how God's going to reveal that and take us into it in deeper levels of blessing in this coming year. So be encouraged. Plan to be over at Gail. Send you the address. You'll have that in Google Maps and everything else. So hopefully you can find your way there. If not, celebrate at home. But use this time as the remaining few days to reconcile anything with God. Sit down, write out some things for yourself. Treat it like you often do, January 1st, December 31st, January 1st, but do it the same way. We've been grafted into a new calendar. We don't throw out the Gregorian one. We just are aware that God has his own, and we align with what God does in his time. We love you. We appreciate you. Blessings.